you said, you know, you kind of said, hey, you were talking about, I made a joke, and you said about being vulnerable. And I have no trouble being vulnerable, but like there are certain groups, like when I was on recently, Kieran brought me an Ultimate Fighter, and I had 12 world champions there, and that was the last, or two sessions ago, it was world champs fighting each other for a spot. And I came out, and there's 12 guys there, and I said, hey, how many of you feel fear before you enter the ring for the octagon? And only 3 of them put their hands up because of language, semantics, nomenclature at a certain level. Where if I say to a skydiver, let's talk about fear, they'll go, I'm not afraid. I go, then let me pack your chute. And he'll go, fuck that shit. Yeah. I'm not letting you. I go, so that's fear. No, I don't trust. It's semantics at that point, right? Yeah. It's
so good,
right?
But it's so good. Yeah, it's like it's there, but they're just not recognizing it's there. So it's like, how do you? Yeah, I get.
So they're just dealing with it in a different way.
Yeah, but I think the point is that it's like you can only be. Look, I think vulnerability is respect. It's respect for the situation, and regardless if you got 3 guys raising their hand that they have fear or you don't, you know every single one of them walks through that door. It's how they're walking through that door. There's no, like, look, man, getting out of a cage with a great white, you're fear and absolutely 100% unequivocally vulnerable. That doesn't mean I'm like, fuck, like, oh, it's like, no, compose yourself, do what you were told to do, and stick to your guns and understand them.
Right.
And with the limited training, it's like, okay, I'm out here I am, right? And that's being vulnerable. It's still, there's a lot of respect in the situation.
That's that reframe. I dig that. I love that because that's that reframe. So we always tell people like, hey, we use this a Murph metaphor, and you'll hear it if you come to the seminar. I go, who's done Murph with a vest or without a vest? So you have everybody put their hands up. I go, what's easier, with the vest or without? So people will have to go with, right? Or what's, obviously easier without. So like I said, so here's the thing. If you've never been in the military or law enforcement, the first time you put a vest on, you put it on too tight because you're going to do your pre-Murph picture, right? And then you start running when the vest is too tight, and what starts to happen? You can't fucking breathe. So physiologically, your fear system, your physiological system freaks out, and what do? You swing the pendulum the other way, you open the vest too loose, now it's bouncing up in your throat, and so you start running like this. And you can't run with your hands locked down like this. Now you're breathing up in a different way. It's not suffocating you, but you're getting slammed and choked, and now you're compressing your own breathing. Eventually you stop, you find out a way to put it on properly, and I go, that's the metaphor for fear. You need to wear your fear properly. There are events in life where there's going to be fear, but you need to accept it, which is the equivalent as the vulnerability. I could get killed here, but if I do nothing, I will get killed here.
You can bleed out, or you can delay that process.
Right.
You can, like, that's what it is, man. It's like, I mean, it's like my buddy who's an ER doc in Alabama. Like, he's an ER doc and he does research. He's actually here in Pepperdine right now. He's like, bro, the other day I had this guy come in and it's like literally his spleen was bleeding out. Like he was bleeding out. His spleen was busted open. He'd been hit. Like we had to crack him open. Like all this stuff. And I literally had to tell the guy, here's how you're going to breathe right now, and you're just going to do this. And it literally probably saved his life because it lowered his blood pressure and allowed him to not be driving all that blood out and fucking, we were able to save his life. And he goes, this has happened on more than one occasion now. And it's this whole thing, it's like you get an operator in a situation or a cop in a situation, and it's like, dude, what if you fucking understood that process? Like, you just saved a life where you changed a situation.
But that's a huge thing, and we got to think about and reverse engineer the strategy on that, because so many cops overreact to situations, and you can hear there. And this is an amazing thing for a seminar we do for cops.
Yeah,
some collaboration, because there are 100 or 1,000 9/11 calls on there where you hear on the body cam, drop the gun. Please, like the firefighters too. There's a fire up here. And I remember one of the guys that I was training, he plays back the radio call of this guy going, there's a fire, and then he's screaming like this, and he says to the guy, listen to your voice here. He goes, is this your home? The guy says, no, sir. Then you don't need to be scared like that. It's not your house. I need to be. The guy's so like freaked out.
Yeah.
What they're doing is they're stopping breathing.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's got nothing to do at the end of the day, whether it's a spear or a fucking gun or grabbing the guy. If you're out of control here, you're going to overreact.